Film Room Podcast, NFC North quarterback talk here. We're at the halfway point of the regular season. Quarterback situations have begun to formulate themselves. Starting in the NFC North, so the Vikings, obviously, they have been experiencing success with North Turner, Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford was performing at an elite level through the first 5-6 weeks. The Vikings had their bye. They came back and they met a Philly defense led by defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz. Sam Bradford was held in check, hit multiple times, and that offense was stagnant all game in Philly. Now, Schwartz was able to blend exotic elements into how the Eagles played the Vikings, how they applied pressure to Sam Bradford, particularly with blitzing at the snap of the football often. Okay, so that was, that approach was really able to rattle Bradford, to force him to quicken up things. And as we saw, Bradford's not fleet of foot. It's not like Bradford's unathletic, but he's just not as quick twitch as maybe an Aaron Rodgers or a Russell Wilson or, even a lot of quarterbacks. Maybe more quicker twitch than Sam. But, it was all in all, a really poor effort by the Vikings. So that, hopefully, what the Eagles did to Minnesota, hopefully that won't become the blueprint for the rest of the league to copy that and hold the Vikings in check. Now, through the first 5 weeks, a common theme that the Vikings were doing an okay job of, up until that game, was protection. Okay, so moving forward, if the Vikings aren't able to protect Sam Bradford, well, it's going to be a long second half of the season, and it won't be the type of ending that Vikings fans are hoping for. Okay, so protection is the number one key to the rest of the season for the Minnesota Vikings. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, they played the Bears, seems like 2 weeks ago, but it was only 12, 13 days ago. Green Bay threw the ball nearly 60 times on Thursday Night Football in Chicago. The Aaron Rodgers we saw was an Aaron Rodgers reminiscent of his 2011 version, maybe 2010 Aaron Rodgers. Okay, he was throwing the ball with anticipation. He was moving intuitively, instinctively, and he was really letting it loose. He made multiple throws that I had to do a double take. I had to really, look at the tape and evaluate it, break it down, and just speechless over the types of throws that Rodgers was making. So Rodgers carried the Packers. He's continuing to develop a rapport with Devontae Adams, Ty Montgomery. Jordy Nelson hasn't even done hardly anything up until this point. So if they can get him going, that'll even bode more so in their favor moving forward. So Rodgers was extremely hot last Thursday. Let's see if that continues. If it does, that offense will be tough to stop. Detroit, Matthew Stafford on a roll as well. Stafford continues to lead the Lions to fourth quarter comebacks, most recently over the Washington Redskins. So Stafford's obviously playing at an MVP level. The question is, will he be able to keep this up? Is he going to be able to keep the pace up? My gut tells me no, but he's proven me and many others wrong up until this point. I've always been high on Stafford. I've always thought he had incredible talent for the position. But the marriage between him and Jim Bob Cooter, their offensive coordinator, the fact that Stafford's able to spread the ball around to 3 to 5 reliable targets. I mean, really, obviously the Lions lost Calvin Johnson, but they have 3 to 5 wide receivers who may not have the physicality of a Calvin Johnson, but they're able to offer reliability across the board that is unmatched in the division, for sure. Maybe even the entire NFC. So Stafford continues to perform at an elite level, at an MVP level. So the Lions, if they can shore up their defense a bit, they could potentially win the division still. And then Chicago. Hoyer separated his shoulder, or he broke his shoulder last week at Lambeau. He's out for the foreseeable future. It's back to Cutler. Before Cutler went down, it's not like he was performing at an elite level or even close to one in that Bears system. So it's going to take a few weeks for him just to get back up to speed, I would think. And the Bears have a Mike Zimmer meeting this weekend as they host the Vikings at Soldier Field Monday Night Football. So don't look for Cutler to have a great game this Monday, but it's his job, obviously, moving forward. Matt Barkley played last week after Hoyer went down, and Hoyer was playing okay. In the Packers game. Weeks prior, he was playing pretty darn good. Really taking care of the football, accurate, throwing on time, giving his receivers a chance to make plays. So Hoyer was playing well. It's too bad for him. But that's sort of a snapshot of the NFC North quarterback play. Really, though, it's going to come down to the Vikings. Okay, are they going to be able to protect Bradford? Okay, because last week he got hit 20 times. He got sacked, 5, 6, 8 times. That's not sustainable. I mean, that's obvious. Okay, if he continues to get hit, he will get hurt. But it also falls on North Turner. They need to do a better job of having Sam get the ball out quicker, faster sometimes. Now, he's already pretty intuitively adept at doing that, at getting the ball out. But I feel like he's much more, he's much better at that when he's under center. He's one of those guys who, when he gets the snap in the shotgun, if it's a quick throw, he's not as accurate as he would be under center. So I think they need to put him back under center, maybe even use more tight ends. Bring in Michael Pruitt, bring in Rhett Ellison, use multiple tight end groupings to try to shore up protection, and then also use those options within the play pass game. So NFC North snapshot over